Hello everybody, this is Out of the Box unboxing, and in today's episode I'm going to review for you oil pump for DIY usage only, I have to admit. And there will be no practical test. I have to state that on the beginning. But what I can say that when I have bought it, I went to my car mechanic and asked him about opinion about this device, and it will be on the end of this movie. But on the beginning, some basic information about this pump. Its input voltage, it's 12 volts, so you have to connect it with your car battery. So it's not for motorcycle use, it's only for car. Or maybe there are some big motorcycles that have 12 volts installation, but usually it's 6. So it's for the time being, let's say it's only for cars. Power input, it's 60 watts. Running maximum time, it's approximately 30 minutes. Maximum operation temperature, I mean temperature of the oil, it's 60 degrees Celsius. And efficiency for the oil with this 60 degrees of Celsius and this viscosity is approximately 0.2 liters per minute. You can also pump diesel fuel. You cannot pump regular petrol, please note that. So for diesel fuel or heating oil, the efficiency it's higher. It's it's liter and a half per minute. Okay, the pressure is 0.3 megapascal. So or better to say 3 bars. Weight is near to 1 kg, and how it's loud, it's something like 70 decibels. So it's quite decent. I think all main of those informations you will find here. Yes, it's power, operation time, maximum actually 30 minutes. And yes, the manual states that before you pump the oil out of your engine, you should start it and run for approximately 5 minutes just to get this 60 degrees of Celsius oil temperature. So actually it's not a maximum, it's operation temperature, because if you heat it up, the viscosity is better, so pump can work more efficiently. I'm just guessing that it can run in the, let's say, room temperature, but below 10 or 5 degrees of Celsius without heating up, it would be problematic. And yes, some about features. You will get hoses included, nothing special, quite standard. And this one, you can adjust how many space you need between those, I don't know how to call it, how to call them, clips. But now I will share with you opinion of my car mechanic, and he was laughing about that. Why? Because when you are changing oil, you are not only changing oil. Okay, it's a first thing, but second, by draining it through drain plug from the bottom, you are also removing all particles that are inside of the engine. If you just pumping the oil from the top, you are leaving all the particles that are down below the engine. And second, this drain plug is usually it has a magnet on it, so there is no chance that such pump will pump oil with those particles that are attached to this magnet, which is let's say as a one part with drain plug. So by using only this pump, you're actually okay. You are changing the oil. You will also you should also change your filter, but some or many of particles, they will remain in your car. So actually you are not doing job properly. It could be treated as a emergency, but if you have an emergency, you should call your mechanic straight away, because in terms of oil and lubrication, there is no space for any experiments. So actually this was the fair opinion about this device of my mechanic. Okay, it's a fancy gadget for DIY usage, but honestly, either change your oil with your garage and really try to lift car a little bit just to be able to go underneath, or pay for that service. If you're changing by using this pump, okay, I'm not taking into consideration cost of oil and cost of service. Simple oil change, it should not be more like 20, 30, 50 euros. Let me know in the comment section what is the how much costs it in your country. I'm very curious about that, about simple oil change without oil, about this service, cost for the service, and actually this pump could be used to pump diesel fuel or some heating oil between some drums or some let's say packaging. So for that reason it could be reasonable, but to change oil in your car, I highly not recommend to do it in this way. You can use it only, in my opinion, just to pump from one place to another diesel fuel or some heating oil, but remove engine oil. I highly recommend to go and pay for the professional service, and your car will be grateful for that. This is my honest opinion, plus my mechanic honest opinion on this device. The cost was, as far as I remember, something like 15 euros, so not so much, but if you like gadgets, please buy it. If you want to really take care about your car, do it in the professional, old school way. This is my recommendation. Thank you for watching, stay tuned and see you next time. Bye.